Okay, I'd like to call to order the regular council meeting of June 9, 2014. Mr. Spagno, would you please call the roll?
Colella.
Here.
Dixon.
Here.
Gibbons.
Here.
Hannon.
Present.
Harrison.
Present.
McLean.
Here.
Mowry.
Here.
O'Brien.
Present.
Pate.
We have 8 members present. This time we stand for the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge
allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
So at this time, I'd like to turn to chair announcements. We had an executive session of council was held on Monday, May 19th, to discuss legal matters. And tonight, before we came out, June 9th, to discuss legal and personnel matters. At this time, we turn to the reports of the officials and the librarians' reports.
Good evening. My name is Christine, and I am the director of your public library, where we provide services to inform, inspire, and enrich the community. It is June, and our summer reading clubs have started. We have clubs available for small children, read to me children, up through adults. And our program runs through the end of July, and we are having a summer reading kickoff party this Saturday, June 14th, from 6 to 9 p.m. It's for kids, really. There'll be a magic show and a science-themed show, along with some games and treats. The library just received all new public computers. We're on a 3-year refresh cycle, so we just got them on May 28th. Coming up, some upcoming programs. We have Teen Lock-In on Friday the 13th, and there's a full moon. I don't know why they're doing this that night, but it's for those in grades 5 and up. It starts at 6:30. Good luck to them. I won't be there. Quick fixes for everyday grammar blunders. We have the grammar nerd, Sydney Bagovich. She's coming in to do a program on typical grammar mistakes that we all make. That will be Wednesday, June 18th at 7 p.m. It's a very well-attended program. She was here, I think, 2 years ago. We have a program on preserving your family memories on Saturday, June 21st at 11 a.m. This is presented by Forever.com, where you will learn to digitize old family photos, slides, memorabilia. So they ask you to bring that stuff and your laptop. There will be a limited number of laptops available for you to use, but they ask if you have one to please bring it. And on Tuesday, June 24th at 7 p.m., we have a retirement planning workshop where you'll learn how to optimize your Social Security benefits. I don't think I will ever get to retire, but... And fundraising, we do have our Christmas in July lottery raffle going on, so we're selling tickets for $5 a piece. It's based on the Pennsylvania Daily 3-digit number drawn at 7 p.m., and proceeds benefit the library. For more information on these and the many other programs and services that we have going on, you can visit our website at bethelparklibrary.org. That is my report.
Thank you very much. Any questions? Thank you very much. And we can turn to the police chief's report and Chief Mackey.
Good evening, everyone. I have a few items tonight. I don't know if you saw it on the news today, but there was an alleged bear sighting in Bethel Park. That occurred about 6:15 this morning down on Corner Road near Wells Drive. Now, I say alleged because we did get a single call at that time. We didn't get any additional follow-up calls. So I'm not sure if there was. Some people swear. I think Mr. Dixon told me right before we came out that somebody actually reported on Facebook that they saw the bear. I did have occasion to speak with the Game Commission today, and he assured me that the bear is just as much afraid of you as you are of it. The one thing he said, obviously, is don't approach them, don't chase them. Typically what they're doing is looking for food, and they will move on. However, we would ask you to call the police department if you do have a bear sighting in your neighborhood, and the Game Commission will come out and take care of that for us. Just today, we received a drug drop-off box here at the municipality. For several years, I believe it's been 4 years now, we've participated in the National Drug Take-Back Program sponsored by the Drug Enforcement Administration. So twice a year, either at the community center, at the Highmark building on Highland, we set up and folks can drop off their expired, unused, unwanted medications. However, we only do that twice a year, and we know there's a large demand. So I actually applied for a grant. It's through the National Drug Diversion Investigators Association, and we were awarded a drug drop box. So I've spoken with Jerry Duke. We're going to have that installed in the police lobby, hopefully sometime this week. And therefore, anytime anybody has medications they would like to drop off, again, pill form only, no liquids, no needles. If you don't want to wait for one of our drug take-back days, you can come to the police department any day, 365 days a year, and drop off those medications. And I think that'll be a really good program for the community. I wanted to announce the 2014 Sergeant Charles Bonzak Bethel Park Police Department College Scholarships. Those are going to Dominic Bertan, who will be going to Indiana University of Pennsylvania, Chris Wasserman, also Indiana University, Ben Zamborski, Community College, and Skylar Stewart, Penn State, Greater Allegheny. The police department offers a $500 scholarship to each student, and of course we raise those funds during our annual Police Pals Pittsburgh Steelers basketball game. And again, it's another program we're very proud that we have an opportunity to sponsor. Another program we sponsored recently, as a matter of fact, was last Saturday, was a bicycle rodeo. We've always done this in the past. It's been several years, but what was different this year is we involved the Mount Lebanon and Upper St. Clair Police Departments, Bethel Park Fire Department, Upper St. Clair Fire Department, Mount Lebanon Fire Department, Tri-Community South EMS, and what's the other one from the South Hills? MERTS, Medical Rescue Team South. So the event was held in the parking lot up at Coles Village Square. We had 103 children participate. Also involved was Pro Bikes over there on from Fort Koch Road in Bethel Park, and also Children's Hospital and Coles Hardheads program, Hardheads helmet program. Again, we had 103 participants. We had several boxes, several dozen helmets donated, so children that did not have helmets, and we still have helmets that we can donate to children that are in need of helmets. There was a raffle, 2 winners. The girls' bike went to Gabriella Geely of Bethel Park, and the boys' bike went to John Carlins of Mount Lebanon. Did I miss anything on that, Tom? Okay. Our crime prevention officer, Tom Regatti, who put on the program, is here. And he also wanted me to announce that the next Crime Watch meeting is Monday, August 25th, 6:30 p.m. And, of course, that's at the Bethel Park Community Center. And lastly, we had a few calls on a potential phone scam that I wanted to let everybody know about. Actually, I think my wife received the same call, but you get a call at home and somebody says there's a problem with your Windows operating system on your computer, and then they start asking for personal information, potentially some financial information in order to take care of your problem. I've been assured that there's absolutely no way anybody could tell that you're having a Windows problem from somewhere else, and they would subsequently call you and ask for that type of information. If you get a call like that, obviously we advise people don't give out any personal information and just hang up on the person. It's probably the best way to handle it. And that is my report for this evening.
Mr. Harrison.
You informed council of a program that would be beneficial to families where their child may go astray. get lost or whatever. Are you having additional information, or is it timely now to inform the public of that program?
I can. The program that Mr. Harrison's referring to is not actually up and running just yet, but it's a program sponsored by the District Attorney's Office. And what they are doing is they're providing police departments throughout Allegheny County with radio tracking equipment for children with autism and elderly people with dementia. What happens is once people register for the program, they are given a bracelet, and the bracelet operates on radio frequency. What this does is it gives us an opportunity. Children with autism have a tendency to wander away, and Bethel Park has been chosen as one of the communities to host the program, so we will actually be responsible for other neighboring communities like South Park, Whitehall, Upper St. Clair. And if a child or an adult goes missing, we get the call, and we will send out specially trained police officers with the equipment to locate these folks. It's supposed to have a very good success rate in the areas where it's used. We're really excited that we're going to be able to offer the program. There will be more information coming once it's up and running. The only thing we need to do is acquire the equipment, which will be donated by the District Attorney's Office, and also the officers need to be trained. And we have not received that yet, but that is a program that's coming up in the near future.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Chief. At this time, we turn to the Fire Chief's report, and Chief Gerber.
Good evening. My name is Dave Gerber. I'm the Fire Chief with the Bethel Park Volunteer Fire Company. In the month of May, the Bethel Park Volunteer Fire Company ran 34 calls. Just a couple real quick things here for this evening. Since we have moved out of Brightwood Station, and that was where all of our offices and stuff were, it's been a little difficult trying to get individual people information and stuff to them, because our phone system has one general answering machine now, as opposed to before you could get different departments within the fire department. We're trying to make things a little easier to make contact with us and stuff. If you go onto our website, go to the contact section, you are able to send information to different contacts, more personal, whether it's to the chief, the secretary, the president, things along those lines. So if you're looking to try and get a hold of us, we're trying to make things a little easier and stuff for you. Like I said, if you go onto BethelParkVFC.com, which is our website, which we've been overdoing or redoing for the last 6 months or so, I guess. We're trying to make things a little easier for you to get a hold of us individually and stuff. So if you're looking to get a hold of us, that's a way. You can also call us at the station. It's 835-1127, and you can leave a message on the machine, and we'll get back to you as soon as we can. So. One of the biggest questions I get asked, and I'm sure the other guys get asked from the fire department, is when is the old fire station coming down? Hopefully in the next couple of weeks here, it should be down. Hopefully before the next meeting, they will be in the process of knocking it down in the other houses. So we are extremely excited about that. That's just the next step that we have going in the new fire station and the construction of it and all. Just one more thing for you real quick, just to give you a quick safety tip. It's that time of year where people like to get out, get grilling and stuff. For Father's Day is coming up, the 4th of July is coming up. We just passed Memorial Day and all. Just some quick tips to keep your grilling safe. Keep grills away from your siding and deck rails on your porch and on your house. Make sure you clean your grill often. Open your gas grill lid before lighting it. Don't ever try and light it with the electronic ignition with the grill lid shut. That makes a nice mess. I've seen that before. I speak of experience, I guess I should say. So keep a 3-foot safe zone from around the grills and campfires. Make sure you keep your kids and pets away. I got a bunch of little guys at home from 6, 2, and 1, and a dog. They like to get around your feet while you're cooking and stuff. Try and keep them away to keep things safe. Dispose of any of the old burnt coals and stuff from a charcoal grill. Make sure that everything's been cooled down completely, and make sure you wet things down so that you don't catch anything on fire. And never leave a grill or a campfire unattended. And with that, that is all I have unless anybody has any questions.
Any questions?
Nope, we're good.
Stay up here.
Okay.
I would like to also, in addition to Chief Gerber, invite Jeff Pritchard, who is the president of the fire department, and Ed Schmidt, who is the recording secretary. Come on up, don't be bashful. Now, these were three of the core people that we've been meeting with, the municipality and the fire department over the last 4+ years. And I really want to thank them. Actually, Jeff Goethe and Bill Wiles also were kind of the core group, in addition to a number of the other firemen, along with Mayor Allen, Mr. McLean, Mr. Hannon, and Mr. Colella have also been meeting as part of the group as we build and form, I'd say, the new fire department and what we do. Well, they think we're here to acknowledge them for their work, and we are. I would like to invite Brian Shanahan, the owner of Cool Springs, and his group to come up for a special presentation. You can all come up.
So on behalf of Cool Springs, we'd like to donate $50,000 to the Bethel Park Volunteer Fire Department for all of your efforts, and we look forward to working with you. Hopefully you won't visit our site again. I didn't own it, by the way, when that happened. But we just want to thank you and congratulations on your new building that you're going to build, and look forward to working with you.
Take a picture.
Yeah, a while back, yeah.
Thank you very much on behalf of the municipality. Thank you very much.
That's a happy farmer. Come to meetings every time. Yeah.
Okay, if we can now turn to the mayor's report. Mayor Allen. How they left me with this.
Well, that's a hard act to follow. Anybody else have money? I just have two items tonight. One's a public service announcement, and that is the Bethel Park Municipal Council Summer Blood Drive, which is this Friday, June 13th, which I didn't realize it was Friday the 13th, but 2014. It's from 12 p.m. to 6 p.m. at the Bethel Park Community Center, which is on Park Avenue, 5151 Park Avenue. All participating donors will receive 2 Pittsburgh Pirate tickets in the mail after the drive. To schedule an appointment, visit centralbloodbank.org, click Make an Appointment, and search group code C604, or call Terry at 412-209-7060, and walk-ins are welcome. The other item I had is going along with the theme for people to make Bethel Park a great place to live, and this person certainly well deserves this award. He started or is involved with the Citizens Police Academy, and I know there's some members up here that have gone to that, which is a terrific program. Also the Law Enforcement Apprenticeship Program, the food drive that he oversees in December. And I know Ms. Gibbons and I have been down there, and other people have popped in to help, and he has a great crew helping. He also does an Adopt a Family at Christmas time, child ID cards. He's involved with Police Pals, Crime Watch he restarted, has over 1,000 people now. And as Chief Mackey alluded to, the Police Pals basketball game, and last week we had the bicycle safety rodeo. I told the chief to send me a bio, exactly what I can mention about this person, it was 5 pages. So this is just a highlight, and I'm really excited this month of June to recognize Officer Tom Rigatti. So please come on. And I just have a little certificate which I'll read. And it says, presented to Tom Rigatti for your dedication to the Bethel Park community, awarded this 9th day of June 2014 with my signature. So we really do appreciate everything that you've done and you continue to do. And he'll also be retiring within the next 3 years, I believe. So if you want to say a few words.
I just want to thank all the people that help with all the programs in the police department, and I also want to thank my wife and daughter for always being there to do all the programs as well.
Yeah, he actually should share that award with them because wherever he shows up, they're there. And that's my report this evening. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Mayor. Okay, this time we turn to the approval of the minutes, and Mr. Hannon.
The first motion, to move that we approve the regular council meeting minutes of May 12, 2014.
Second.
There's a motion and a second that we approve the regular council meeting minutes of May 12, 2014. Any discussion of this item? Mr. Spagna, would you please call the roll?
Colella.
Yes.
Dixon.
Yes.
Givens.
Yes.
Hannon.
Yes.
Harrison.
Yes.
McLean.
Yes.
Maury.
Yes.
O'Brien.
Yes.
Motion passes 8-0, Mr. Hannon.
Next one is the minutes of the special meeting of May 19th. I move that we approve the special meeting minutes of May 19th, 2014, Bethel Park Volunteer Fire Company Project Demolition Contract Award.
Second.
There is a motion and a second that we approve the special meeting minutes of May 19, 2014, the Bethel Park Volunteer Fire Company Project Demolition Contract Award. Any discussion of this item? Mr. Spagna, would you please call the roll?
Dixon.
Yes.
Givens.
Yes.
Hannon.
Yes.
Harrison.
Yes.
McLean.
Yes.
Maury.
Yes.
O'Brien.
Yes.
Colella.
Yes.
Motion passes 8-0, Mr. Hannon.
Next item is the bills and payrolls. I move that we approve the bills and payrolls of the municipality per bill list number 060914 in the amount of $704,169.53.
Second.
There is a motion and a second that we approve the bills and payrolls for the municipality per bill list number 060914, the amount of $704,169.53. Any discussion of this item? Mr. Spagna, would you please call the roll?
Givens.
Yes.
Hannon.
Yes.
Harrison.
Yes.
McLean.
Yes.
Maury.
Yes.
O'Brien.
Yes.
Colella.
Yes.
Dixon.
Yes.
Motion passes 8-0. At this time, I'd like to turn to the resident comment section for non-agenda items. Hearing none, can we turn to general policy and finance? And Mr. McLean, we have no residents signed up to speak.
Thank you, Mr. President. First item on general policy and finance is an ordinance for the Act 1 and Act 20 tax rates. I move that we approve the ordinance adopting a schedule of attorney's fees in connection with the collection of taxes, tax claims, tax liens, municipal claims, and municipal liens pursuant to Act 1 of 1996 and Act 20 of 2003, and adopting a schedule of charges, expenses, and fees pursuant to the Act of May 16, 1923, as amended, 53 PS Section 7101, Section 7103, and Section 7106.
Second.
There is a motion and a second that we approve the ordinance adopting a schedule of attorney fees in connection with the collection of taxes, tax claims, tax liens, municipal claims, and municipal liens pursuant to Act 1 of 1996 and Act 20 of 2003, and adopting a schedule of charges, expenses, fees pursuant to Act of May 16, 1923, as amended at 53 PS Section 7101, Section 7103, and 7106. Any discussion of this item? Mr. Spagna, would you please call the roll?
Hannon.
Yes.
Harrison.
Yes.
McLean.
Yes.
Maury.
Yes.
O'Brien.
Yes.
Colella.
Yes.
Dixon.
Yes.
Givens.
Yes.
Motion passes 8-0. Mr. McLean.
Next item is approval of retirement. I move that we approve the drop pension retirement election of Police Sergeant Kenneth Chudderwitz with an effective date of September 1, 2014, in accordance with Ordinance 08-1009.
Second.
There's a motion and second that we approve the drop pension retirement election of Police Sergeant Kenneth Chudowitz with the effective date September 1st, 2014, in accordance with ordinance 08-10-09. Any discussion of this item? Mr. Spagna, would you please call the roll?
Harrison.
Yes.
McLean.
Yes.
Maury.
Yes.
O'Brien.
Yes.
Colella.
Yes.
Dixon.
Yes.
Gibbons.
Yes.
Hannon.
Yes.
Motion passes 8-0. Mr. McLean.
Next item is approval of retirement. I move that we approve the drop pension retirement election of Police Sergeant Kirk McLean with an effective date of September 1, 2014, in accordance with ordinance 08-10-09.
Second.
There is a motion and a second that we approve the drop pension retirement election of Police Sergeant Kirk McLean with an effective date of September 1st, 2014, in accordance with ordinance number 08-1009. Any discussion of this item? Mr. Spagna, would you please call the roll?
McLean.
Yes.
Maury.
Yes.
O'Brien.
Yes.
Colella.
Yes.
Dixon.
Yes.
Gibbons.
Yes.
Hannon.
Yes.
Harrison.
Yes.
Motion passes 8-0. Mr. McLean.
There are no other agenda items, Mr. President.
Do we have any additional items?
Mr. Murray.
Mr. Harrison.
I see we have a Boy Scout in the audience, and I'm sure everybody knows that the scouting program's close to my heart. So I want to welcome him, thank him, and wish him good luck. Go, Eagle, go. Anybody in Scouts knows that Eagle rank is very valuable to you in your future. So welcome. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Any additional items? Hearing none, we turn to planning and zoning and Mr. Dixon, and we have no residents signed up to speak.
Thank you, Mr. President. We have 4 items on the agenda tonight. First item, application number 2014-0167, National Rubber Corporation, Major Land Development. I move that we approve application number 2014-0167, National Rubber Corporation, Major Land Development, 2969 Industrial Boulevard, Zilka and Associates, Inc., applicant, in accordance with the municipal planner's correspondence dated June 5, 2014.
Second.
There is a motion and a second that we approve application number 2014-0167, National Rubber Corporation, Major Land Development, 2969 Industrial Boulevard, Zilka and Associates, Inc., applicant, in accordance with the municipal planner's correspondence dated June 5, 2014. Any discussion of this item? Mr. Spagna, would you please call the roll?
Maury.
Yes.
O'Brien.
Yes.
Colella.
Yes.
Dixon.
Yes.
Gibbons.
Yes.
Hannon.
Yes.
Harrison.
Yes.
McLean.
Yes.
Motion passes 8-0. Mr. Dixon.
Next item is application number 2014-0174, a Step Up Veterinary, Inc., Major Land Development. I move that we approve application number 2014-0174, a Step Up Veterinary, Inc., Major Land Development, Clifton Road, block and lot number 888B75, Dr. Randolph Stepusin, applicant, in accordance with the municipal planner's correspondence dated June 5, 2014.
Second.
There's a motion and a second that we approve application number 2014-0174, a Step Up Veterinary, Inc., Major Land Development, Clifton Road, block and lot number 888-B-75 to Dr. Randolph Stupuzin, applicant, in accordance with municipal planner's correspondence dated June 5, 2014. Any discussion of this item? Mr. Spagna, would you please call the roll?
O'Brien.
Yes.
Colella.
Yes.
Dixon.
Yes.
Gibbons.
Yes.
Hannon.
Yes.
Harrison.
Yes.
McLean.
Yes.
Maury.
Yes. Motion passes 8-0. Mr. Dixon.
Next item, application number 2014-0175, Enterprise Car Rental, Major Land Development. I move that we approve application number 2014-0175, Enterprise Car Rental, Major Land Development, South Park Road, block and lot number 476P175, Reisinger Development, LLC, applicant, in accordance with the municipal planner's correspondence dated June 5, 2014.
Second.
There's a motion and a second that we approve application number 2014-0175, Enterprise Car Rental, Major Land Development, South Park Road, block and lot number 476P175, Reisinger Development, LLC, applicant, in accordance with the municipal planner's correspondence dated June 5, 2014. Any discussion of this item? Mr. Spagna, would you please call the roll?
Colella.
Yes.
Dixon.
Yes.
Gibbons.
Yes.
Hannon.
Yes.
Harrison,
Yes.
McLean,
Yes.
Maury,
Yes.
O'Brien.
Yes.
Motion passes 8-0. Mr. Dixon.
Last item tonight is a resolution, Park Avenue Field Improvements Project Grant. I move that we adopt a resolution accepting the CITF for Park Avenue Field Improvements Project Grant.
Second.
There is a motion and second that we adopt a resolution accepting CITF for Park Avenue Field Improvements Projects Grant. Any discussion on this item? Mr. Spagno, would you please call the roll?
Dixon,
Yes.
Givens,
Yes.
Hannon,
Yes.
Harrison,
Yes.
McLean,
Yes.
Maury.
Yes.
O'Brien,
Yes.
Colella.
Yes.
Motion passes 8-0. Mr. Dixon.
Mr. President, that's all I have tonight under planning and zoning.
Are there any additional items? Hearing none, can we turn to health, safety, and welfare, and Mr. O'Brien?
Thank you, Mr. Murray. There are no items under health, safety, and welfare this evening.
Thank you, Mr. O'Brien. Any additional items?
Mr. Chairman, I have
Mr.
one.
O'Brien.
The Veterans Memorial this month is the birthday of the Army, so the Army flags fly very proudly. So people that were in the Army, come on down and take a little time and see the Army flags fly. I'd just like to just mention that Memorial Day this year was quite special. And with everything that goes on that day and the preparation beforehand, it gets kind of hectic. And there's a couple people here that the Memorial Committee couldn't just not do without. They take care of all the little details. And I'd just like to thank Judy Miller and Kathy and Michelle and Jerry and Dave from BBTV. Every year they step up and they just go leaps and bounds above to make sure that the day goes really well. An interesting story about Memorial Day. You know, we do our best to choose a speaker that enhances and enriches our lives here in Bethel Park and makes us really feel what it's like to be a veteran and what Memorial Day means to maybe those gentlemen who served. Mr. Murray and I had some discussions back in the fall and we've had the discussions before, looking for a young man who served in this war, a young man or woman who have, from this generation, who have suffered and endured this long war. We've run into quite difficulties trying to find a young man or woman because, let's honestly, they probably don't wish to talk about it. So out of the blue, I asked my daughter, I said, you know, you're 22 years old, maybe one of your friends or somebody that you know, it can lead me in the right direction. Within days of asking this request, my daughter said, Dad, I think I met somebody that might fit what you're looking for. On a trolley, and she's a student at Pitt, on a bus going to Pitt, on a crowded bus, a young man sitting in a chair offered my daughter a seat. His name was Nathan Babiak, and she accepted it, and she told him, it's very kind of you. You really don't see much of that today. The seat opened up next to her, and he sat down, and they started to talk because they see each other sometimes on the bus going to Pitt. It turns out that Nathan lives in Bethel Park. He is retired from the Marines, E6, and he served in Afghanistan. My daughter came home or texted me from school and said, I think I really might have somebody. So I get the number. I talked to this young man, and I was very, very surprised. He really was a special young man on the interview. But you really don't know when you pick somebody what impact or how well they're going to do. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this young man did a wonderful job, and he expressed what Memorial Day must feel like to most veterans. And I would just like to say thank you to Nathan and Sarah, his wife, and their children for joining us for Memorial Day. Thank you. That's all, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you, Mr. O'Brien. This time we turn to Public Works and Maintenance and Ms. Gibbons.
We have no items on the agenda.
Thank you very much, Ms. Gibbons. Any additional items? Hearing none, is there a motion to adjourn?
Move we adjourn.
Second, all in favor?
Aye.
Meeting adjourning. Good night, everyone.